Ladies and gentlemen, a warm welcome to the Monkey God. Jared Brooks up against Josua Pacio, yet again defending the one strawweight world title. Josua Pacio, you've had this guy on your mind and fought him once already for a while now. How do you feel about this as a rematch? Do you feel it's a deserved rematch for him? You weren't able to finish him. Is it about going one better now?
Yeah, 100%. I'm willing to go out and show that I am actually the best strawweight in the world. He's always gotten a chance to come back and show that he is a great strawweight. And now I just gotta go out and finish him, man. I gotta bury him, and I say it many a times. I just gotta bury him under the cement.
How good is he in terms of what you faced before, in terms of the landscape right now?
His takedown defense was kind of like Jose Aldo's. I mean, it was really, really good. He was planting his feet really, really well to where I couldn't lift his leg. But I've made some really, really good adjustments, and I think it's going to show March 1st.
How's your striking right now?
I mean, my striking has always been good. It's just you got to get past my wrestling in order for me to show my striking. So, it's a big black hole, and you just got to keep on digging into it.
What's the most likely outcome in this fight? Ground and pound? Do you see yourself knocking him out on the feet? Do you see yourself submitting him?
I see myself finishing him in this fight 100%. He switched his team up. I think that he's definitely looking to do different things in this fight, but I think he's underestimating the way that I'm looking at this fight as well.
What do you make of his team switch?
I think that Mark and all of Team LeKay, I mean, they had some differences. I mean, of course, as you've seen, like the whole team had differences, but Edward Foleying and all of those guys, they're great people and they're great individuals, but I don't think that they're a team, right? Like Team LeKay. But at the same time, I'm not underestimating their game plan. I'm not underestimating Edward's game plan for Joshua, but I pay attention to them. I pay attention to everything, man. And I'm not really worried about what their game plan is. It's always been my game plan. It's the Monkey Gods.
Where are you right now in terms of your ultimate plan? You have the belt around your shoulder, figuratively. Not right now, it's heavy. But where are you in terms of what you want out of this game, what you want out of life? And congratulations, by the way, new dad.
No, thank you. I think that in my point in my career, at a standpoint to where I'm on the edge in the cups of greatness. And with a finish with Joshua Pacio, who knows what could be next? I think that Demetrius Johnson could be a big fight for me. But besides that, I could go up to flyweight. I could, go against the little fart alert. I could go against Mansour Malakayev. There's a lot of opportunities here for me, but as far as marketability in fights, I think Demetrius Johnson is the biggest fight for me.
Is it frustrating that you haven't gotten that fight yet? And do you think you need that name on your resume to really get what you deserve?
No, I think that finishes are what's going to get my name out there, and I plan on finishing Joshua Pacio in spectacular fashion and showing Shatri one championship in the world that I'm the best in the world, and no matter what weight I'm fighting at.
Your only loss is against a debatable loss against Davison Figueiredo, right? And then one where you were dominating the dude and knocked yourself out. How do you look back on that now? Does it make you laugh, or like is it annoying for you? Like, is it a funny one? Like, it's just such an anomaly, right?
I think that it's kind of funny because a lot of people they still look back on it and they're like nine times because I said after I knocked myself out, I was just like I put it into terms where I was saying 9 times out of 10, I beat this guy and I knocked myself out that one time. Like I'm not saying I'm knocking myself out one time out of that every 10, I didn't mean it that way. but people took it that way, and it's fine. I'm not tripping, but I think it's hilarious. I mean, who the hell knocks themselves out? That's pretty great. Except for me, I'm the only person that can knock Jared Brooks out. But Davison Figueiredo, he is not at my level still to this day. I think that he's actually went downhill in the way he fights. So I would love to fight Davison Figueiredo in a one versus UFC little co-event. That would be amazing. But yeah, man, I'm not. I don't really look back on my losses. I go forward, and it doesn't really matter. Like on the L's, at the end of the day, the W's are what matter.
What can the fans expect from Jared Brooks? Because, you know, in my opinion, you're someone who delivers inside the ring and outside of it as well. So do you think you're going to maybe introduce yourself to some new fans in the Middle East?
Million percent. I've already went to a couple events, and the Middle East, I mean, I think it might be the coolest and best places in the world, man. The food, the people, like everywhere I've been, it's been amazing. A plus to the Middle East and Doha, Qatar, Saudi Arabia. Like, yeah, I would move here.
You said that you know what Joshua's gone away and worked on. You know already what's coming. Could you elaborate a bit on that for me or for us? What do you think he's gone away, and what on the drawing board when it's about beating Jared Brooks? What do you think he's going to try and do?
I just put myself in Joshua Pacio's shoes as much as possible and look at myself in Joshua's shoes and see where he could capitalize on that last fight. And I already know how to beat myself. So, and then you got to think, how do you beat yourself after that last time? And like I said, I mean, I knocked myself out already. So I know how to beat Jared Brooks, but and that's a joke. But yeah, Josh, he's gonna probably be looking for angles. He's gonna try to move his feet a little bit more, and he's gonna try more boxing. He isn't gonna be doing kicks. Kicks are what got him on his back in the first place. So if he does try kicks, then I'm gonna be surprised. But yeah, I'll take him down if he kicks me. But if he does boxing and he keeps his feet moving, then he's going to be a little bit easier to take down as well. But as far as the striking goes, I think that I've been working the past year and 3 months on my striking, except for that Mikey Musumeci fight. But yeah, I think that my striking has gotten a lot better, and it's going to show into this fight.
At the end of interviews, I always like to do the perfect striker, which I'll do with you in a minute. Interestingly enough, Jonathan Haggerty and I think one or two others, when I ask who's got the best mic skills, they say Jared Brooks. So Jonathan Haggerty thinks you have the best mic skills in one championship. Do you think some fighters could learn a thing or two from you in that regard? In one?
One championship should hire me as their PR advisor. I think that the fighters, like, I mean, Super Lek, you got fighters that need to get into the US space and get into the West space of fighting and actually understand the ins and outs of what makes people get into fights, right? And Superlek is an amazing fighter, like literally one of the best strikers in the whole world. But he doesn't put himself out there to where he could be selling blockbuster events, just like Jonathan Haggerty. Jonathan Haggerty is actually really, really good at on the mic as well. But I don't think that I'd say 70% of one championship doesn't know what to do on a mic or doesn't know what to do when it comes down to selling fights. So they should let your boy hit up all these other guys and be like, all right, this is what you need to say. This is how you need to approach going into the fight. And then, after the fight, this is who you need to call out and make a story, make something that is going to make people want to be invested into you and the fight and your opponent as well. And yeah, I think that, one championship is definitely missing that.
Can I ask your opinion on who Haggerty should fight next? Because that seems to be one of the most popular debated topics at the moment. He obviously wants to fight Andrade and get 3 belts in MMA, but there are like 4 or 5 dudes who are all staking their claim, with maybe, a couple of them saying they have a much stronger claim than the others.
I think that he should go against Ratang, to be honest, because if Ratang is calling him out and saying, "Hey, I want to fight you," and I lost to Ratang, did he lose to him twice?
Yeah.
Yeah, he lost to him. I'm getting that back, man. There's no way. I mean, especially at 145, where Haggerty is like at a great weight class, and he has showed that he is knocking people out just hand over fist. Go against Ratang, man. And I don't think that Ratang was that great, to be honest. Like, as far as in his weight class, he's going against guys like Daniel Williams, and Daniel Williams is getting knocked out by people in my weight class, right? So, and Ratang, I'm not putting anything across Ratang. He has an amazing striking capability, and he has amazing skills as far as marketability and bringing people in. I feel like beating Ratang would be the best thing for Jonathan Haggerty right now.
Really interesting perspective, man. I'm glad I asked you. Awesome. And
Yeah.
we'll wrap up then with your thoughts on the perfect striker. So, punches, who are you taking?
Mm, I'll go with Liam Harrison.
Nice. He is a beast. Elbows.
That definitely would be super leg.
Knees.
Super leg.
Kicks.
Jonathan Haggerty.
And who's got the best chin?
Oh shit. Wow. Ratang.
Yeah. And who's got the best microphone skills?
Jared Brooks.
Fair play, man. A lot of everybody, I think 99% of people have said Rod Tang for best chin, and a lot of people say you or Jonathan Haggerty for mic skills, to be fair. So keep up the good work. Always good to have you in there. Respect and enjoy, man. Good to see you.
Pick a move in the ring. You can hit me with a word you fling.